Welcome to the North Shore Community Association's podcast of March 23rd, 2023. Hello, this is Evelyn Audie, Executive Assistant from the NSCA in Baie-Comeau. Thank you for joining us today.
Good day, everyone. I'm Annie Lafrenière, the NSCA's Programs and Communications Coordinator.
March is Fraud Prevention Month, and today we will provide you with a few tips and tricks on how to keep safe. Then we will cover community events and services on the North Shore of Quebec.
Fraud Prevention Month is an annual March campaign that seeks to help you recognize, reject, and report fraud. This year's theme, Tricks of the Trade, What's in a Fraudster's Toolbox, will help Canadians recognize the increasingly sophisticated tricks and tools scammers use to entrap victims. In 2022, the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre received fraud and cybercrime reports totaling a staggering $530 million in victim losses, nearly a 40% increase from the unprecedented losses of 2021. Unfortunately, the increase in financial loss isn't tied to an increase in reporting. The Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre estimates that only 5 to 10% of people report fraud. Consumers often don't report fraud because either they're embarrassed that it happened to them or they think that filing a complaint is not important. Corporate victims of fraud often stay silent because they don't want to appear vulnerable or damage their company's image. Many see fraud as simply the price of doing business today. Even worse, there's a perception that law enforcement agencies have more important matters to worry about. But this couldn't be further from the truth. It's extremely important to report fraud. It's one of the best ways for authorities to gather the evidence needed to bring down fraudsters and to better protect you. The best way to protect yourself is by increasing your knowledge of the tactics used by fraudsters. I'm only going to be listing a couple of the most common tactics employed, but there are many more. If you had to remember only one thing today, it would be that fraudsters use urgency to get you to adhere to their demands. They will try to pressure you quickly into sending money, buying a product, giving up personal information, or clicking on a malicious link. By using urgency, they are trying to give you less time to consider whether the request is suspicious or not. Spoofing and impersonation is when a fraudster misleads you by claiming they are someone else, either from a company, a financial institution, law enforcement, or the government. They can change the caller ID that is displayed on your phone, the sender's address in an email, they can mimic legitimate websites, and impersonate a known person on social media. Emotional manipulation and threats are when fraudsters play on your emotions to trick you into believing their story and sending them money. The most common emotional scams are romance, emergency, grandparent, or charity scams. The most common threats are arrest, physical harm, financial harm, release of sensitive information or pictures, or a threat to a family member if you don't send them money. Pop-ups, search engine optimization, and links are all online-specific tactics. They will grab your attention with a prize or a contest or a virus threat. They will incite you to click, fill out a form, or call a phone number to further the ploy. By not buying into the urgency of all those tricks, you can take the time to evaluate if the offer or need expressed by the other participant is legit. Take the time to double-check the claims. Google and check reviews of the products, the companies, phone numbers, email addresses. Check for typos in the email addresses, in your name, or other information they may already have on you. Call someone you know and trust to talk about it. Call the official number of the company found on the internet or in the yellow pages to see if they contacted you. What to do when all your tools aren't enough to prevent fraud. First, gather all information about the suspected fraud, like documents, emails, screenshots, receipts. report the incident to local law enforcement, then report the incident to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre or the Competition Bureau. Report the incident to your financial institution. They often have tools and personnel trained in helping you. They often need your case number from law enforcement to begin their process, though. Notify credit agencies you were the victim of a fraud. And finally, notify the website where the fraud took place if it's applicable.
March is known as Nutrition Month. We would like to share information on subjects that are relevant to the health of the population. Please check out the Healthy Canadians Facebook page to find some tips on how to eat healthy on a budget. Spring is in the air, and if you are planning on going camping this summer, please note that Parks Canada is opening to take camping reservations on March 15th at 8 a.m. Don't delay, as reservation sites go very quickly.
On March 25th at 10 a.m., let's celebrate Waffle Day at Storytime in Sept-Îles. Join Amber at the Louis-Ange Santerre Public Library to enjoy the day with stories and activities. Call the library to reserve your place.
On April 1st at the Sept-Îles NSCA office, join Amber for Toddler Time, where you will enjoy music, read a book, and participate in an Easter egg hunt. You will also have fun crafting bunnies and cards and enjoy heart-shaped cookies as well as other fun activities. Contact Amber by email or phone the office to register. We'd like to take this time to remind everyone that the NSCA offices will be closed on April 7th and April 10th, 2023 to celebrate Easter.
For Storytime in Port-Cartier's public library, Le Manuscrit, on April 15 at 10 a.m., we will take time to remember the Holocaust. Amber and friends will recreate a museum, explain the significance of Otto the Bear, and finish off with a Hanukkah sensory bin, sand writing, and enjoying a snack of traditional latkes. Call the library to join in learning about this historical event.
Are you interested in learning more on different mental health topics such as managing emotions? Visit our YouTube channel and check out the informational capsules which were produced in collaboration with Clinique Interdisciplinaire Le Marais and Sept-Îles. They are a good showcase of our North Shore talent and knowledge, plus you get to learn at the same time.
Did you know the NSCA has Family Ties, an early childhood e-bulletin? Whether or not you knew about the bulletin, we wish to change its format, and we need your help. We are running a 3-minute survey for parents on the North Shore to help us shape future editions of Family Ties. Tell us about subjects, age category, and anything else you wish to be informed about.
Hello, Jody Lassar here, Executive Director for the North Shore Community Association. Did you know that the NSCA has undergone a rebranding and is sporting a new logo? Very fresh looking and colorful. We'll also be launching a new version of our website by month end. In addition, have you heard about our heritage capsules? These contains little gems of information capturing historical events and stories of people in and around the North Shore. Our podcast for May 18th will reveal more details, so keep checking our podcasts until then.
We would like to thank our sponsor for this podcast, the Secrétariat aux relations avec les Québécois d'expression anglaise.